What's up, guys?
You know what to do to Shlimes, SNOILLIBS, and back again with another
reaction video.
Sir, guys, if you're new to the channel, please do yourself a favor and subscribe because you're not gonna be disappointed.
Yes, so without wasting your time, guys, we're waiting to BTS Pictures of the History Book
Yes,
by Boracity magazine.
Yes, sir.
Shout out.
Yes, sir. Without wasting your time, let's get into it. Yes, sir.
My most popular video is BTS Moments for the History Books, a video in which I explain 30 iconic moments in BTS's history. So in this video, I'm going to do something similar. These are 7 BTS pictures that belong on the history books. By this, I don't mean pictures in which the BTS members look beautiful and that's it. So don't expect the obvious yet iconic magazine covers or the actual pieces of art inspired by the BTS members. You can find those in actual museums. The pictures I'm about to show belong to the history books because they carry music history. Sometimes they may seem like normal, regular pictures, but if you start analyzing them closely, you will find out a lot of history in the details. And just a reminder that this is my list and my interpretations as just one more fan. Number 1, The Leader. Photographed by Hyun for Variety magazine. In 2020, BTS was at the cover of Variety magazine in an issue titled What the World Needs Now. Written by Rebecca Davis and photographed by Hyun, this special issue had 7 extra covers, one for each of the BTS members. But the most iconic picture is inside the magazine. Among some of the group photos, there's this one. In this photograph, the BTS members stand on a line while looking up and forward. But while they focus beyond where they are now, RM looks at you, the audience. The 7 BTS members are genuinely just as important as the other. Each of them brings a special factor that makes BTS BTS. And this especially works because they all look and walk together towards the same goal. RM also stands in line. RM also works with them to follow the same path. But he has the extra responsibility of looking outside this path. This is because RM is not only a member of BTS. RM was BTS's first member. He was discovered first and the group was formed around him. So he is also the leader, the spokesperson, and the connection between the band and the label. As the spokesperson, he is the connection between the band and you, the audience. This is something the other BTS members have also recognized. The role of leader has extra responsibilities but no extra benefits.
한 번 더 엉덩이를 뗄 수 있는 사람이 되는 게 좋은 리더십인 것 같아요. 저도 잘 못했어요, 사실은.
내가 이때까지 본 리더 중에 형이 짱이에요.
고맙다.
사실 리더들한테 뭐 별다른 베네핏은 없는데 책임만 엄청 있고.
Sometimes the true role of leader is not as visible. Being a leader does not always mean standing at the front and center. Sometimes it just means to be aware. Being aware of the obstacles, the criticism, and everything outside of the path towards success. Thanks to RM's leadership, the BTS members can confidently look forward and get to the top. Number 2, The First Mirror. Photographed by BTS. If you watch any recent BTS dance rehearsal, you may recognize this big practice room with a high ceiling, lights, and expensive sound equipment. But it all started in this basement, which was not only small, cluttered, busy with workers, and used for multiple purposes, but also it had mirrors that would easily and constantly get foggy. BTS used to share pictures of this foggy mirror after hours of rehearsals as proof of their dedication and hard work.
우리 여기에서 힘들어가지고 하고 있으면 여기 다 연기 막 뿌얘지고
우리 옛날에 습기 차가지고 신문지로 닦고 그랬잖아.
우리 신문지로 닦고 우리가 춤추면 다 여기 거울 안 보이고 막.
This small space did not stop them from always aiming higher, from practicing for bigger performances than what this studio allowed them to. There are videos that showed BTS practicing their performances everywhere. Shared dance studios, rented studios, parks, hallways, any room they could find. BTS would find a way to make their performances work. This went on for years. And in 2016, BTS could finally upgrade to a bigger dance studio, and then to another, and then to another. BTS is now even able to afford studios for other K-pop groups. But their dedication and hard work in their big fancy studio is just as intense as it was in that basement from 2014.
저희는 어떻게 보면은 다 고향에서 올라와서 이제 7년 전에를 조금 생각을 하면은 빈손으로 이제 와가지고 숙소 생활하면서 저희 막 되게 좁은 지하 연습실에서 되게 저희들끼리 옹기종기 모여서 춤과 노래를 되게 열심히 한 기억이 아직까지도 생생하게 남아있고.
Number 3. BTS Mania at the Ed Sullivan Theater, photographed by BTS. If there is something the American entertainment industry is going to do, is compare. So when BTS started receiving huge crowds at airports and breaking historical records, the industry did not hesitate to do their thing.
When they got to LAX, it was like the Beatles were here.
And they just became the first group since the Beatles to earn 3 #1 albums in less than a year.
The head of Dick Clark Productions, which puts on the Billboard Awards, compared you to the Beatles.
These type of comparisons can have two different reactions, and one of them is very negative. I want to talk more about that on a separate video, but today I will only explain the ways BTS dealt with these type of comments. After years of success in America, BTS went to The Late Show with Stephen Colbert to recreate the Beatles' American debut on The Ed Sullivan Show. Stephen Colbert portrayed Ed Sullivan, and BTS resembled the Beatles by wearing classical suits and performing on a similar stage. Believe it or not, a skit like this could have gone very wrong, but it was received positively because this was a tasteful and respectful tribute. BTS showed their admiration for the Beatles while still being themselves. They didn't imitate or act like someone else. They did their classical BTS introductions and they performed as they usually perform. There are many iconic things about this episode of The Late Show, but the funny thing is that the most shared and talked about picture was not this one or this one or this one. It was actually this behind the scenes picture, in which 6 of the 7 members are sleeping. So the photographer is probably V because they shared it on their personal Twitter account. This picture connected a lot with fans and it was shared massively. One reason is obviously because it shows BTS's hard work. They never stop rehearsing and performing. But the most interesting reason is because the context is very unique. Who else can say that they are sleeping backstage of the Ed Sullivan Theater dressed as the Beatles and not for any reason? Who else is exhausted because they flew across the world to have hours of rehearsals to give a good tribute performance after years of comparisons? Who else is in this position? Literally only BTS.
It didn't have to look perfect.
Number 4, the reaction, captured by Bangtan TV. So this is technically not a picture. As you can see by the watermarks, this is a screenshot of a video. But when it was released, this picture was everywhere, mostly as a funny reaction. But the backstory is quite interesting. Why is this image of Jimmy Fallon monitoring BTS's own performance for The Tonight Show a big deal? It has less to do with the fact that it's Jimmy Fallon and more with the impact BTS's performances have on the general public. Although BTS doesn't let a small stage limit their performance, it's special performances like this one that prove that the regular American TV stage is too small to appreciate BTS's full range of talents. American award shows and TV shows have very rigid time limits, a small stage, and not a lot of freedom for creative ideas, especially for international artists that are not truly part of the Western entertainment industry. So all the industry had to do was give BTS one chance of doing things their way, to visibly surprise a late night show host who has seen almost 2,000 performances. Jimmy Fallon's reaction is the general public's reaction. BTS is used to performing like this on their tours and Korean award shows, but for the ones unfamiliar with this level of BTS performances, this was unbelievable. BTS said that it looked like this was a bigger deal for Jimmy Fallon than it was for them.
We didn't know like how important or big the station was, but looking at you, it was like telling me like, do you know how important is this? Do you know how big is this? And looking at you, and the guy like, yo, this is big. Jimmy's so nervous.
So much so that seeing it live was not enough. Jimmy Fallon couldn't even understand what the BTS members were saying as they were analyzing and critiquing their own performance, in Korean, obviously. But Jimmy Fallon still wanted to check out the cameras just to watch the performance again.
I was standing back watching, and the choreography was so perfect. I've never seen dance like this. You were jumping over each other, people jumping in and doing that. I go, oh my gosh. And I remember I went up to Jungkook, and I went over, I gave him a hug. I go, that was great, buddy. And I could feel your heart beating through your back. These guys are working hard. It was so impressive. This was 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning in New York, and I was like, these guys, man, that's why they're the biggest band.
But like I said, this is not about Jimmy Fallon. This is about what he represents, the general public's reaction, the non-army reaction, a Ariana Grande also watched BTS rehearse this specific song for this specific performance, and she freaked out. She tweeted, "I was able to watch them rehearse for something, and it was the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
Ariana,
I'm
that
not
was
kidding.
just
I
practice,
was
bro.
screaming.
Rehearsals.
I couldn't stop talking about it. I still can't."
Ariana's just practicing, like next to our big studio. She wanted to see our rehearsals and what we're doing, and we showed her.
We
And,
gave
like,
her a
she
show.
was like, she was spitting some bad words and like, oh.
Trevor Noah, another late-night show host, was also impacted by the level of performance of BTS he saw while hosting the 2022 Grammys.
They're so good and efficient at what they do. They hit their marks, they're learning their moves, but like really precise. I was watching them, and I'm not even trying to throw shade or anything, but I was like, man, NSYNC, they got away with shit.
So having a good performance is difficult and impressive, but performing at such a level that leaves an impactful memory in people used to
Bro,
watching
so focused,
thousands of
bro.
performances is legendary.
I like the chain.
Number 5. The Billboard. In May of 2019, tons of fans gathered at the Piccadilly Circus in London. This was not because BTS was going to be there or because there was a fandom event. Masses were there just to see a Billboard advertisement. More specifically, this was the official release of a special advertisement video of BTS for Hyundai's
Army are the
SUV
best.
model, the Palisade. Crowds
just
like
came
this
when you
one's ad
see
are
a
very
Billboard
unusual, so it
advertisement.
was extensively reported by local and international media. These are some of the most
It's like
shared
America
pictures
won the
from
World
this
Cup,
moment,
bro.
but none of these was as shared as this one. This moment was only the beginning of multiple
in black
occasions
and
of
white.
armies showing
What
up to
makes it more
BTS related
legendary than
events
that?
without BTS even being there. I'm talking masses. I'm talking full arenas of thousands of people watching the recording of a concert. Many of
The
these crowd
recording,
pictures
just
have been
watching
shared
recording.
online, but without a doubt, the first picture
BTS
that
can
comes to
literally
mind
host
to
a
most
concert without
armies
being
is
there,
this
bro.
one, the first
Just playing
of
the old
many
video.
fan
Bro.
gatherings. This is one of those pictures that surprised English media and the world.
Wow.
Number
Is that in
6, the
England?
Trophy Wall, photographed by Hype Insight. In August of 2021, Hype labels opened Hype Insight, a museum dedicated to showcase the music of their artists through all the senses.
Okay, this is
However,
nice.
this
That's
exhibition
crazy.
became better known as the BTS Museum because,
That's nice.
understandably, the
Deserved.
most iconic parts of the museum were dedicated to BTS and their achievements. This makes sense, because to who else can they dedicate sections like the Inspiring Story section other than BTS? Without BTS, there's no Hype, and there's no
No,
Hype Museum. Proof of
definitely.
this is that amongst the many sections, the most talked about attraction was without a doubt the BTS Trophy Wall. This 8.5 meters tall wall includes approximately 240 awards. The funny thing is that they have more, but these are some of the most recognizable ones, and it includes awards from South Korea, the UK, and American award shows such as the Billboard Music Awards and the American Music Awards.
Remind me, these guys are still young and yet to achieve more. Look who has ever achieved more than BTS in the music industry.
This trophy wall is even more special for armies who know the progress of BTS's trophy wall, or I should say trophy shelves. So the contrast is almost unbelievable.
Unbelievable, definitely.
Number 7. 7 years. Every June, BTS celebrates their anniversary in a project titled Festa. Festa includes a lot of activities, events, songs, and special videos. And it also includes a special family portrait photoshoot that documents BTS's growth. Every year they have a special theme, but in 2022, the theme was their own career. Many pictures were part of this photoshoot, and in some, the BTS members recreated some of their old pictures. However, this one carries so much history. This family portrait, which may seem normal, summarizes the 7 big steps in BTS's historical chapter 1. Jungkook represents BTS's debut, No More Dream from 2013. BTS started at the bottom with a limited budget and not many opportunities. Despite this rocky start, BTS celebrated their first victory when they won the New Artist category at the Golden Disc Awards. Jimin represents this moment while still wearing the outfits from their school trilogy era. BTS's next step was having their first solo concert. RM represents BTS's first tour, The Red Bullet. More specifically, their first concert of the tour. which happened in Seoul in 2014. A year later, in 2015, BTS finally received their first music show win with I Need You. Jin represents this moment while still wearing his characteristic outfit from the I Need You era. Music show wins in South Korea, which are given in a weekly basis, are still very hard for groups from small companies like BTS. So, while BTS's first steps were them surviving in the industry, fighting disbandment, and celebrating their own small steps, this music show win promised them a hopeful future in South Korea's competitive music industry. This future did come true. Suga represents BTS's next big step, their first major award. Up until this point, BTS were finally receiving some music show wins and small category awards. But it was at the 2016 MMAs when BTS received their first major award, Album of the Year for the Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever. Awards in major categories are called Daesangs in South Korea, and they are the ultimate award an artist can receive in the country. The outfit Suga is wearing is from early in the ceremony, when BTS walked the red carpet and received the smaller Top 10 Artist Award, only to then receive the biggest surprise of their careers up until that point. BTS's next big step was performing at a big international stage. And after years of performing and winning award after award in multiple American award shows, BTS finally had their first Grammy Awards performance in 2020. V represents this moment wearing his performance outfit. Although BTS was only one part of a bigger performance with multiple other artists, it was this moment what opened the doors for BTS's subsequent solo performances at the Grammys. But for that to happen, they had to have a major, global, undeniable successful song. J-Hope represents Dynamite, BTS's first Billboard Hot 100 #1. This song made BTS receive historical achievements. It made them become the first and only South Korean artist to achieve basically everything. A #1 debut, a 3 times #1 song, a Grammy nomination. BTS are the first and only South Korean artist to achieve all of this. This one song even impacted South Korea's entertainment industry and overall economy. This was only the beginning of the undeniable status of BTS as the biggest group in the planet. But again, this picture shows that it all started here. It took BTS 7 difficult years of hard work to climb from the very bottom to the top of the world.
Definitely, it's the biggest group in the world. Biggest boy band. Shout out to Boracity for this information. Shout out to Boracity. This was very good information. Imagine how these guys are very humble. Imagine you to feel that you contribute to the economy of the country
with a single song,
bruh. You don't have any ego,
bro. A song,
no ego, bruh. No. Very humble. Bruh,
and
other
honestly,
people will be so prideful. They'll feel themselves,
bruh. They'll feel like they have the world over their shoulder, dog.
These guys are very humble and very kind.
You know what? I'm still fascinated about this video is that the way they tell a story with just the way they define
picture has so much meaning in
it.
So much meaning. And a regular person will just look at it and be like, okay, this is a nice picture.
Especially that
you wouldn't know the information, the meaning behind and the history behind that picture.
Especially the first picture where they were like lining up, and then after RM was looking the opposite direction with the
opposite opposite direction, but he was looking down to the camera, signifying that leadership. He's the leader and looking out for the boys. In terms of him being the leader,
putting extra work,
translating, always there. You know, this just made me understand that not all pictures are just pictures.
They all have.
Don't just look at a picture as a picture. There is a meaning behind that picture. And if we didn't have this information, I wouldn't know that those pictures I wouldn't notice anything. Thank you so much. Just regular BTS pictures for the breakdown of information. This was lovely. This was very good information to take in. I feel like at the beginning of the video she said the name of this video is
BTS
pictures here, historical
picture book. BTS historical picture book. I think so.
And no, BTS pictures of what? Wait. BTS historical pictures.
Pictures
of the centuries. No, guys. But anyway, whatever that. But they said there's now. She had posted a video similar to this one, but of their historical moments.
Okay, well, like individually.
Not in like the way she did. The way she did the pictures, but now visual moments, historical visual moments. I think we should also check that out.
Yeah,
we should definitely, because this one gave a lot of meaning, gave a lot of
and
understanding,
a
lot of sense according to their pictures. Because I think I've seen maybe this picture somewhere, but I didn't know. Actually, I didn't even notice. I didn't know it had so much meaning, and I didn't notice. RM, the leader of the group, was actually looking at the camera, while the rest of the boys were looking forward. Meaning that he's always looking out for the boys, and you know the boys are focused on like the goal, the main goal, and RM is like, okay, I'll look out for the boys. Nothing should happen. Like he's patrolling around the boys and like, okay, he's guiding translating them. And doing everything for the boys, keeping them together. This picture is very meaningful. I won't lie.
Yes,
could be one of my favorite because
honestly, it's one of my favorites.
It could be the first favorite
because first of all, their attires. The messages I understand, but guys, their attires. Guys, these guys look like cold. Like they look. They're giving you intimidation. Like
intimidating
vibes. Bro, you can't. You literally can't walk and like talk anything like no nonsense to these people because already giving you that fear us. They give that expression like fear us. But they're not saying it but the picture is already giving you that dominance, It's too much, this picture. It says a lot, guys. Despite the message, just says a lot. It says a lot, guys, literally. Yes.
But anyway, guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much. And don't forget to talk more about this music video. But guys, with time, we don't want to take so much of your time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And guys, please, if we missed any of the information, make sure to comment down below and let us comment similar videos like this that breaks down information. And give us more information. Please comment down to any video or leave in a link in the comment, and we'll definitely give you a reaction towards it. But this one's very informational and I loved this video. Shout out to Boracity for this information. This was really needed. Because now from this video I'll be able to like give meaning to a picture, read the picture and like, okay, this picture might mean this or mean that. Not just looking at the picture and admiring the fashion, the hairstyles and everything, but the meaning behind that picture actually makes sense. The message. Yes. So now I'll be able to look at a picture and closely and think about it first before looking at the fashion and everything else in between. So thank you so much to Boracity. Shout out to you, the account. But anyway, guys, if you made it this far, we love you guys. Purple you
guys, please don't forget to turn your notification, notify every time we drop.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to miss out.
And please do leave a comment. Yes, do leave. We love interacting with you guys in the comment and reading the comments. Very lovely. Thank you guys. If you made it this far, we'll catch you on the next video, and we are
out of here.
Sir.
Do say
sir.